Morning, y'all. I'm off to Scotland, Bristol Airport. Gonna spend some day with the team tight list members. It should be fun.
So I've made it to Scotland and I'm at Trump. As you can see from my headwear, it's cold, it's blooming windy. I'm here with team tight list for the next few days. Starting on the Wee Links, you remember this, where we had our little short game thing. So this is where tight list kind of fans come from all around Europe, UK, the world even, I think, to have a bit of like the ultimate tight list experience, bit of fun with the wedges, some games. We've got trick shots, we've got golf on the Ailsa as well, which is obviously fantastic. And they've also got their product specialists for fittings tomorrow as well. Should be a lot of fun. I kind of also think that maybe I might be one of the attractions. I can only apologise to everyone if that is the case. So when it comes to swing forts, so I feel like I'm a bit of a pro in this subject, because I reckon I've gone through every swing fort, which you'll find most good coaches or people who love to coach do. They want to try all the medicine, they want to try everything, they want to know what works, what doesn't, and the best way to do that is to try different swing forts. So the first question is, should you have them or shouldn't you, like, and how many you have, which will come to that kind of idea, when you should use them. But you definitely should, if you're not using swing forts at the minute, you should definitely be at some point in your practice, playing, golfing kind of life, you should have tried some different swing forts. So if it comes to say my chipping at the minute, I have swing forts. I have ideas, thoughts, things that I'm trying to make happen, to try and make sure certain shots don't happen. I'm trying to fix it. I'm not just carrying on doing the same thing. So this is where swing forts can be like really, really powerful. Because I'm trying to make something happen, and I need that thing to happen off a bare lie, off a slope, into the wind, downwind, when I'm nervous, when I'm not nervous. And I need to know which forts are going to make me perform the best, and the only way to do that is to just try as many as I can on something that I'm struggling with. Well, if you take something like my tee shots, my driver, often I'm not thinking anything, I'm just seeing a target and whacking at it. And obviously when you're playing well and everything's going well, that's the best way to play. I would definitely say, I don't think I know an instructor who wouldn't say that, just free of mind, swinging and hitting. But when you're not playing well, you've got to be realistic. You've got to make it better. Don't just hope that it gets better. And this is where swing forts can like really, really help. Right, Scott here at the team tight list today. Hello, Scott.
Hello.
20 handicapper.
That's right.
How many swing forts do you have when you hit a shot? Like, how much is going through your head? So thinking about how you're going to move, like your technique, those kind of things. Any? 10, 20? What do you think? What do you think?
Probably 10 to 15.
Really? You don't really have that many, do you?
Lots of little things.
Like what? Like kind of what things?
How you're standing, how your bum is, how bent your knees are, what the angle of your foot is, how your grip is.
So you're doing that on each shot?
Probably not on every shot, no.
So
probably on the tee, on the tee.
Okay, so the first one.
Yeah, and then as you progress to, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, or depending on the hole.
Right. So they fluctuate on your emotions, as in when you care.
Yeah, probably.
You've got more, and then as it goes more to crap or not, you care less and just get on with it.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Which is quite a common thing.
Yeah.
Do you ever think they get in the way? Like how many you have?
Probably, yeah, probably would.
So the same question, but the other way around, I guess. How much do you think they help?
I think they certainly help if you just hit a bad shot. Okay. Because then you can then start like processing through it, right? Okay, I hit a bad shot because of X. Yeah. And then if you're able to notice it, of course. Yes. You know, if you're able to diagnose that, oh, okay, I did that wrong because maybe hit too much of the ground or club face angle, or you could feel that your swing wasn't quite right and stuff. So I think it helps in that sense. See, I love that. That's interesting for me as a coach, and that's something that I always try and work on with my students. Like that many thoughts on strictly thinking where your feet are. I want that work done so much more on the range, and I don't want them thinking that
nowhere near as much as that out on the course, and if they are, I want it to be like really instinctual and quick, which is repeat practice. So I mean, that's another good point. You can get rid of how many swing thoughts you have with better practice. So this is something where better practicing, more constructive practicing can really help you, because if you can trust that you do that in your practice, then go and perform, rather than practicing while you're performing too much, if that makes sense. How many of you are that 20 handicapper? I bet loads of you. Post comments down below. How many of you are thinking that much? What a great day today with Titleist guys and Team Titleist. Really enjoyed myself. Always love playing the Elsa. It's such a great course, even though I played pretty rubbish, and it was very tough in the wind today. So when it comes to swing thoughts, I think you can definitely paralyze yourself with them. And I say this to my students, the trick, the game, and this is why I've worked so hard on trying to get my students and people who hopefully follow me online to try and move away from this perfect swing idea, making these perfect actions, because the actual skill is as much about managing when it goes wrong, managing your swing thoughts around a bad shot, how you deal with that emotionally, how you deal with that with the next one, with a thought that makes it hopefully not happen again. That's actually the bigger trick, and more what you should be practicing, in my opinion, with swing thoughts, than just trying to hit perfectly every time. And there is a time, there's a period where you do have to kind of work on trying to hit, you know, good shots and repeatable shots. But you also need to be working out a strategy with swing thoughts. When you hit your big hook, when you hit your big cut, when you hit that fat shot, when you hit that thin shot. I'm doing it with my chipping, constantly trying to find that feeling. It's managing the thoughts in a way that allows you to play, allows you still to be target orientated, so still trying to move everything towards target, still being able to see the surroundings, winds, slopes, those kind of things. You're not just all inside, you are putting it out there and taking in your environment, but at the same time it's making sure that you can recover. I mean, and I think a really good testament to this is someone like Matt who struggles with his driving. He doesn't have enough thoughts, swing thoughts, to help him get around when it does go off, and that's to do with the fact that he doesn't really practice anymore. So really, and we say it a lot, for him to be better, it's not about him being a better player, it's about him being better at managing it when it goes wrong, which is spending times at the range until it does go a bit wrong, and then using your best swing thought to bring it back online. Let me know if this makes any sense. Post comments in down below. As always, going for a nice meal. Do you like my, look at my nice posh suit. Do you like my nice posh suit? To round up the days with Team Titleist, it's been fun. Thanks for watching. I will see you soon. I travel back tomorrow, so probably not tomorrow. And then next week I go to Andalusia for a week, so there will be daily vlogs, but again, subject to uploads and travel, all those kind of things. See you all soon.